Chapter 1. Most my life I've been saying I ain't no Messiah. All my life people been swearing to God I am. And now I'm here on this throne of flames not knowing what to think, figuring it probably don't matter either way. This cathedral spread out before me is unbelievable. It takes up the entire 47th floor. Shiny oak pews and plush red carpets stretching to every corner. A massive glass pyramid above us, the adjustable tint letting in just the right light. 50,000 square feet, the largest in the world, high above Las Vegas Boulevard, the epicenter of sin. And even crazier still is that this is just one floor. The Church of His Son owns the entire complex. So not only just this building, but also the 6 connected ones, the giant lake that spans the front and the massive water park behind us. There's not a soul present here besides a few friends and me, but it's already sold out for the next 3 years. I haven't seen my massive suite on the 46th floor, and I never will. This emptiness, this loneliness. This time to myself was my final request, the price Father paid for me to play along. As much as I was against this place, I can't deny they did a tremendous job. The glass cross elevators adorning the front of each building are my favorite part, especially when they're set to red, a hint of flame flickering up. My sanctuary sits atop the highest cross, directly above where the triple-wide elevator deposits visitors. Tonight's Mass, my very first live speech, won't be at full capacity. The whole world will be watching, but in here, there will only be people in the 3 pews before me. Only those whose dedication has proven they deserve to bear witness. The glass that makes up the box surrounding the sanctuary is the same 2-inch thick bulletproof material used in the walls. With so many people wanting me dead, it made little sense to make things easy for them. That's why we've got a lock on the glass door and the Gone with the Wind style staircase to separate the masses from their Messiah. This sanctuary is 20 by 20, just big enough to hold the throne, the altar, and the pulpit, all carved by Father. On top of the pulpit, hidden beneath the Lost Gospels, he installed a very small monitor I can use as a teleprompter, so there's less of a chance I'll mess up my words. And if I ever need help with my lines when I'm looking up, Father stuck a bigger one on the back of the massive megascreen hanging above the first pew. TV's been nothing but death and pain, sex and lies, all of which I've had my fill. I leave it all off and enjoy the silence. That's not really silence, thanks to the faint shouts from down below. Jeremy said he couldn't hear them on my mic, but I know I'm not just imagining them. Father didn't want the throne to swivel, said it cheapened his work of art, but I put my foot down, listed it as another demand. Sitting 4 feet from the edge would have paralyzed me with fear 5 months ago, but that's when things were different. Now I feel nothing looking up at the empty skies, not a single helicopter in sight. Everyone from news crews to tourists are grounded until after my speech. There's no one around to film me popping this Percocet, downing it with the rest of this whiskey. If I sit too long, the blood in my legs starts to clot and aches something fierce. Plus, I've spent too much of my life staying still, eyes locked on the uncertainty and absurdity of it all. It's time to show myself and see what's out there. The black suit Father had custom tailored 4 months ago is now baggy. My appetite all but gone since the explosion I shouldn't have survived. But when this thing begins, I'll stand up tall, shoulders back, chest out, and I'll look every bit as powerful as he wants you to believe. If I've learned anything, image is everything. It's all that matters. What people see is what they believe. The window's cold on my forehead and palms, just 2 of the places the Almighty left his mark. The entire strip has already been shut down, the streets packed with parked cars, crawling with people as far as the eye can see, phones and faces pointed this way. Directly below, there's a small circle of red in front of the glass elevator, a staging and filming area for our special guests. Armed guards behind gates holding back my most devout followers, those filling the sidewalks, trampling the shrubbery, and spilling into the lake, hoping to be mass baptized. On the other side of the lake is a solid wall of vehicles, Metro and the National Guard working together to keep away everyone without a $10,000 red wristband. There's no question I can hear the crowd, their voice pulsing through my palm. That roar is all for me. People shaking their banners, a couple of them the size of rooftops, barely big enough to read. Charles 3:16. Do it. Save us. Burn in hell. I turned from the window and I limped to the pulpit I never asked for but Father insisted on. He spent over a year working on it, 12 years waiting for me to finally speak, to tell the world who I am and what I've done, that I'm here to judge the living and the dead.
Ain't No Messiah by Mark Tullius, available everywhere.